Привет, товарищ! Welcome back to Red Alert 1 Remastered. So, we're doing the Soviet missions from the expansion packs. Let's go! Received this garbled transmission from a scout group sent into a suspected Allied test site. Transmission begins. All the area is covered chrono test weapons affected by air units in up area and blue chronosphere must be effect. Okay, so something about the chronosphere.
Yes, sir. At once. Ready and waiting. Agreed. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Awaiting or acknowledged.
Reporting. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Very well. Awaiting orders. At once.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Awaiting orders. Acknowledged.
Start building the base.
Options.
Acknowledged.
Building.
Once. Awaiting orders. Reporting. Agreed. Agreed.
Construction complete. New construction options.
Yes, sir. At once. Awaiting
Very
orders. Ready and waiting. Very well. Very well. Acknowledged. Very well. Awaiting orders.
Construction complete. New construction options. Building. Training.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Ready and affirmative.
Unit ready. Training.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Reporting. Affirmative.
Unit
Yes, sir.
ready.
Affirmative. Reporting. Agreed. Agreed. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
So that path is blocked off.
Yes, sir. Very well. Affirmative. 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 Yes, sir. At once. Ready and waiting. At once. Awaiting orders. Affirmative. Agreed.
Okay, so this is the only flank I have to protect.
Affirmative. Yes, sir. Agreed. Very well. At once. Affirmative.
Construction complete.
At once.
Well,
Affirmative.
that's... Do they usually shoot that fast?
New construction options.
I'm not playing on like a faster... Huh?
Reporting. Very well. Reporting. Affirmative. At once. At once. Awaiting orders. Affirmative. Awaiting orders. Well. Reporting. At once. Very well. Very well. Agreed.
Wait. It's firing
Affirmative.
twice?
Affirmative.
So is this a bug or are these like prototype tanks?
Ready and waiting. Agreed.
Weapons. Okay.
Reporting.
Thing is affected.
Very well. Affirmative.
That's nice and
Acknowledged.
normal.
Yes, sir.
Oh,
Very well.
okay. So my grenadier seems to have
Training.
like crazy
On hold.
range.
Cancel. Building.
Reporting. Affirmative. Affirmative. Very well.
Okay, so I have to
Reporting.
capture the
Agreed.
chronosphere.
Very well. Reporting. Yes, sir. Affirmative. At once.
So I think my grenadiers now
Agreed.
can outrange allied pillboxes.
Affirmative. Affirmative.
unless
Very well.
the toolboxes are also affected in some way.
Training. Unit ready.
Acknowledged.
Training. Unit ready.
Reporting. Very well.
Construction complete. Building.
Placed it up here in case I have to
Insufficient
mine up there
funds.
later.
Construction complete. Building.
I wonder how the flame turret
Acknowledged. Affirmative.
works now.
Ready and waiting. Very well.
Construction complete.
Yes, sir. At once.
It doesn't have much range.
Ready and waiting. Agreed. Acknowledged. Agreed. Ready and waiting. Reporting. Agreed.
Well, it seems to function normally.
Ready and waiting. Affirmative.
Building.
Yes, sir. Agreed. Agreed. At once. Affirmative. Affirmative. At once. At once. Affirmative. At once. Affirmative. Agreed. Affirmative. Reporting. Affirmative. Affirmative. Agreed.
Unit lost.
Okay, so we have pillboxes down there.
Construction complete. New construction options. Building. Training.
Ready and waiting. At once.
Unit ready.
Of course. Yes, sir.
Training.
Yes, sir.
Unit ready.
Reporting. Affirmative.
Unit lost.
Cool, nice.
Waited to emerge from the shadows, and now we will make ourselves known.
Unit ready. Building.
1500, oh, okay.
Yes, sir. Comrades, acknowledged.
Has a range upgrade too.
Reporting. Affirmative. Yes, sir.
You fail. Do not return.
Comrade.
No survivors.
Affirmative.
Ah, okay.
Do not return.
I am the future.
Comrade.
So my heavy tank is now a Tesla tank.
Building.
That's cool.
Waiting. Affirmative.
Unit ready.
I can dig it, as the kids say.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Comrade. Acknowledged.
Reporting. Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Reporting.
Reporting. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Construction
Affirmative.
complete. New construction
Comrade,
options.
acknowledged.
Yeah, I like
Building.
that.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Reporting. Report acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Take out the infantry first and then the tank.
Unit ready.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Awaiting orders. Acknowledged.
Building.
Comrade. Acknowledged. Waiting order.
Yeah, I can like that.
Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
That's borderline OP. Actually, it kind of is.
Training. Unit ready. Training.
Reporting at once.
Unit ready.
Acknowledged. Very well.
Unit ready.
Awaiting
Yes, sir.
orders. Vehicle reporting. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Let's go attack this base.
Mission saved.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Building.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Awaiting orders. Affirmative. Awaiting orders. Acknowledged. Reporting. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Reporting. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Reporting. Affirmative.
Awaiting
Acknowledged.
orders. Reporting. Affirmative. Awaiting
Insufficient
orders.
funds.
Affirmative.
Comrade. Affirmative.
Awaiting orders. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Report. Acknowledged. Vehicle report.
Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Vehicle reporting.
Yes, sir. Waiting. Affirmative.
Reporting. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Comrade.
So that light tank did some damage.
Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. 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 Affirmative.
Yes, sir.
Reporting. Acknowledged. Comrade. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Reporting. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Reporting. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Vehicle affirmative. Affirmative.
Waiting order. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Reporting. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Yeah, infantry is like not a threat.
Awaiting orders. Agreed. Agreed. Ready and waiting. Agreed.
Unit ready.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Building.
Waiting order.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Vehicle reporting. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Waiting order. Acknowledged. Report. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Waiting order. Acknowledged. 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 Affirmative. Affirmative.
Insufficient
Affirmative.
funds.
Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Come on.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. 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 Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Waiting
At
orders.
once.
At once.
Comrade. Acknowledged.
Unit lost.
Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit lost.
Affirmative. Comrade. Acknowledged. Affirmative. 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 Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Waiting order. Acknowledged.
Training. On hold. Cancel.
Reporting. At once.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Yes, sir.
Reporting.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Reporting.
Construction complete. New construction options.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Waiting order.
I should probably block off this here so my harvesters don't take the longest possible route to get up here.
Repairing. Building.
Awaiting orders. Acknowledged. Awaiting orders. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Unit repaired.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Awaiting orders. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Insufficient
Yes, sir.
funds.
Affirmative.
Repairing. Building. Construction complete. Building. Insufficient funds.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Reporting. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged. At once.
Repairing. Construction complete. Unit ready. Building. Unit repaired. Construction
Awaiting
complete.
orders. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Building. Construction complete. Building.
Yes, sir.
Construction complete.
Affirmative.
Building.
Awaiting orders.
Construction
Affirmative.
complete. Cannot deploy here. Repairing.
Vehicle
Right.
reporting. Affirmative.
Yes, sir.
Unit repaired.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. 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 Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir.
Reporting. Affirmative.
Repairing.
Affirmative.
See if I can blow this bridge.
Affirmative. Of course. Very well.
Unit repaired.
Reporting. Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Building.
Reporting.
Awaiting Reporting. orders. Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Comrade, acknowledged.
Insufficient funds.
Waiting order.
Unit ready.
Yes, sir. Very well. Waiting order. Acknowledged.
The
Acknowledged.
artillery coming in.
Affirmative.
It has a bit more range than it used to.
Give him help. Give him
Affirmative. Waiting order. Acknowledged.
I wonder what this does. My building tech
Building.
center.
Affirmative.
Certainly has very short range.
Affirmative. Affirmative.
Unit lost.
Oh,
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Building.
Vehicle reporting. Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Okay.
Vehicle report. Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Vehicle report. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Reporting. Very well. Yes, sir. Affirmative. At once.
Vehicle report. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Comrade, affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Insufficient funds.
Yes, sir.
See how it
Affirmative.
goes in a 1v1.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Scientific testing purposes.
Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. 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 Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Nice.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Construction complete.
Acknowledged.
Kick the hornet's nest.
New construction options. Unit lost.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Repairing.
Okay, mammoth tank cheaper than heavy tank now.
Unit ready. Building. Unit lost.
Yes, sir.
Insufficient funds.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. 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 Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Reporting. Affirmative. Awaiting orders. Affirmative. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Reporting.
Reporting. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Yes, sir.
Unit lost.
Affirmative. Affirmative.
Reporting. Acknowledged.
On hold.
One is
Building.
enough.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Insufficient funds. Repairing.
Awaiting orders.
Insufficient funds.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. 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 Affirmative. 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 Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit
Affirmative.
ready.
Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Awaiting orders. Affirmative. Vehicle acknowledged. Awaiting orders. Affirmative. Vehicle acknowledged.
Repairing.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Unit repaired. Repairing.
Awaiting orders. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. 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 Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Okay,
Acknowledged.
that's flamethrowers.
Affirmative.
It's not very good.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Unit repaired.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. 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 Reporting. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Awaiting. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. 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 Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Repairing.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Building.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep building heavy tanks because the mammoth was kind of shit.
Unit repaired.
Vehicle reporting.
Reporting. Affirmative.
Reporting. Affirmative.
Acknowledged. At once.
Training.
Wonder
Repair.
what that guy does.
Unit ready. Training.
Awaiting orders.
Insufficient
At once.
funds.
Vehicle reporting.
On
We
hold.
can use another
Cancel.
ore truck.
Building. Repairing. Unit ready.
Yes, sir. At once.
Unit repaired.
Affirmative. At once. Affirmative. Affirmative. At once.
So that
Agreed.
guy is just a flamethrower.
Vehicle reporting. Affirmative. Vehicle reporting. Acknowledged. Awaiting orders. Acknowledged. Awaiting
Prepare.
orders. Affirmative.
Insufficient funds.
Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Repairing. Unit repaired. Unit ready.
Yes, sir.
Building.
Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Awaiting orders.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Reporting. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Building.
Reporting. Acknowledged. 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 Reporting. Affirmative.
I wanted that guy
Yes,
to
sir.
move so he wouldn't
Acknowledged.
get directly
Awaiting
hit so
orders.
many times.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. 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 Affirmative.
Mr. Long Range.
Affirmative.
Insufficient
To
funds.
be honest, that's like the range
Acknowledged.
artillery should have all the time.
Acknowledged.
Repairing.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Construction complete.
Acknowledged.
Structure sold. Building.
Yes,
Unit
sir.
repaired.
Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Unit
Awaiting
ready.
orders.
Building.
Acknowledged. Awaiting orders. Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Reporting. Affirmative. Yes, sir.
Very well. Ready and waiting. Reporting.
Reporting.
Repairing.
Yes, sir.
Insufficient funds.
Acknowledged.
Good enough.
Ready and waiting.
Waiting order.
Reporting. Very well.
Try something.
Affirmative.
Never mind, I have these guys here.
Insufficient funds.
Acknowledge. Affirmative. At once.
I can burn down that tree.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. At once. Yes, sir. Very well.
Should be like a shortcut.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Waiting order. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Construction
Acknowledged.
complete.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Repairing. Unit ready.
Reporting. Affirmative. Very well. Of course. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Waiting order.
It doesn't have that much
Repairing.
more range than normal.
Building. Unit repaired. On hold. Cancelled. Building.
Waiting order. Acknowledged.
Construction complete. Building.
But I can use silos to extend.
Yes, sir.
Construction
Then
complete.
place one up here.
Building. Construction complete. Structure sold. Building. Construction complete. Building. Insufficient funds.
Reporting. Vehicle reporting. Awaiting orders. Acknowledged. Waiting order. Affirmative.
Construction complete. Prepared. Strategy.
Ready and waiting at once.
Low power.
Very well.
Building. Unit
Just build some
prepared.
walls.
Waiting
Construction
order. Affirmative,
complete.
sir.
Building. Construction complete. Building. Construction complete.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Building. Construction complete.
Let's do double walls.
Building. Construction complete. Building.
Alright.
Construction complete. Building.
Another refinery up here. That would be useful. And then just block this off with more coils and build some more tanks and go on the offensive.
Insufficient funds.
So far, so good.
Mission saved.
Awaiting orders.
Okay, it's 200 for
Ready and
every
waiting.
infantry.
Yes, sir. Very well.
Actually didn't notice that.
Yes, sir.
Construction complete. Building.
Reporting. Affirmative.
Yes, sir.
Okay, Ranger. Wonder what it does. So they could like be incredibly powerful. I don't know.
Awaiting orders. Awaiting orders.
Yes, sir.
Reporting.
Okay. Not that bad.
Acknowledged. Vehicle reporting. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Construction complete. Building. Construction complete. Building. Building. Construction complete. Building. Repairing. Construction complete. Building. Construction complete. Building. Construction complete.
Yes, sir.
Unit repaired.
Affirmative. Affirmative.
Insufficient
Yes, sir.
funds.
Affirmative.
Reporting.
Get that guy repaired.
Affirmative.
Vehicle reporting.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Reporting. Acknowledged.
Repairing.
Yes, sir.
Reporting. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit repaired.
Awaiting orders. Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Awaiting orders. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Awaiting orders.
Wow, light
Affirmative.
tanks are pretty scary.
Reporting.
Reporting.
Repairing. Unit repaired.
Reporting. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Awaiting orders. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Awaiting
Acknowledged.
orders.
Ready and waiting. Affirmative. Very well.
Yes, sir.
Reporting. Affirmative.
Awaiting orders. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Have
Acknowledged.
down here.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. 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 Affirmative. Acknowledged. 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 Affirmative.
Building.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Awaiting orders. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. 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 Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Unit lost.
Affirmative. 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 Acknowledged. 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 Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Acknowledged.
Building.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. 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 Acknowledged.
Unit ready. Building.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. 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 Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
So yeah, light
Affirmative.
tanks definitely more scary than
Affirmative.
medium tanks in this mission.
Affirmative.
Comrade. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Yes,
Unit
affirmative.
ready.
Waiting on
Building.
affirmative. Affirmative.
Likewise, the heavy tanks much better than mammoth tanks.
Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
And the V2 is just like whatever.
Affirmative. 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 Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Unit lost.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Unit lost.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Yes,
Unit
affirmative.
ready. Building.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Awaiting
Agreed.
orders at once. Very well.
Unit ready. Building.
Awaiting orders. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit lost.
Affirmative.
Reporting. Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Unit
Acknowledged.
lost.
Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Affirmative. 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 Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Reporting. Affirmative.
Report
I don't know.
acknowledged.
Cross
Yes,
the
sir.
bridge.
Acknowledged.
It's not hard. Come on now.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Unit
Affirmative.
ready. Building.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Comrade. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Unit ready. Building.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Insufficient funds.
Affirmative.
Wow, friendly fire mode?
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Report acknowledged. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Awaiting orders.
Affirmative.
Lost.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Very well. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Agreed. At once. At once.
Unit lost. Unit ready.
Awaiting orders. Affirmative.
Building. On hold. Cancel. Building.
Want to try something with this nuke V2?
Reporting. Acknowledged.
Unit ready. Building.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Yes, sir.
Vehicle reporting.
But first I'm gonna save, just in case
Mission saved.
I accidentally blow up the
Yes, sir.
chronosphere.
Acknowledged.
That would be kind of
Unit
bad.
ready.
Affirmative.
Building.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Reporting.
Unit lost.
Alright, cool. Not a bad way to spend 700.
Awaiting orders. Affirmative. Awaiting orders.
Insufficient funds.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir.
Take
Acknowledged.
the most damaged tanks
Yes,
back
sir.
for repairs.
Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Comrade. Reporting. Waiting order.
Unit ready. Building.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Report acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Preparing.
Yes, sir.
Unit prepared.
Vehicle
Prepare.
report, sir.
Unit ready.
Acknowledged. At once. Acknowledged.
Affirmative.
Reporting.
Agreed. Reporting. Affirmative.
Unit prepared. Preparing.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Unit prepared. Unit ready.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Preparing. Unit prepared.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Awaiting orders. Affirmative.
Training. Insufficient funds. Unit ready. Training.
Because I had to capture that chronosphere, right?
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Very well. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir.
Unit ready. Training.
Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Reporting. Acknowledged.
Unit ready. Mission saved.
Another save.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit lost.
Awaiting orders.
Okay, what's this?
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Reporting. At once.
Training. Building. Unit
Vehicle
ready.
reporting.
Training.
Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Engineering. Affirmative.
Our base is under attack. Unit lost.
Waiting orders. Affirmative.
Unit lost. Prepare.
Good thing I saved.
Awaiting
Unit
orders.
lost. Unit lost. Unit lost.
Yes, sir. Very well.
Unit lost.
Reporting. Acknowledged.
All in all, it
Acknowledged.
didn't go too bad.
On hold. Cancel. Building.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Comrade,
Training.
acknowledged.
Complete.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Reporting. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Unit lost.
Awaiting orders. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Oh, yeah, that
Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Insufficient.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. 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 Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
The range of these tanks, like wow.
Structure sold. Construction complete. Mission saved.
Vehicle report. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. 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 Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. 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 Affirmative. Acknowledged. 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 Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. 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 Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Zap.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
So is the Chronosphere on an
Affirmative.
island, maybe?
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Yeah, I think so.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
So basically I have to start building a navy. I can see the land here.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Reporting. Acknowledged.
Gonna rotate some of my tanks back. Maybe sell
Yes,
some of
sir.
them.
Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Awaiting orders. Acknowledged.
It's a good thing my tanks are suddenly very effective against destroyers.
Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Building. Structure sold.
Waiting order. Yes, sir.
Sell these.
Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Construction complete. New construction options. Building.
Reporting. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Unit ready. Building. Unit sold. Unit sold.
Yes, sir.
Let's sell them out of
Acknowledged.
tank too. It's kinda useless.
Unit ready. Building. Unit sold.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Unit lost.
Waiting order. Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Comrade.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit
Acknowledged.
ready.
Report affirmative. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Vehicle report affirmative.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Report acknowledged. Acknowledged. Awaiting order. Acknowledged.
Yeah, I outrange you.
Acknowledged.
Have fun with that.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Awaiting affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Reporting. Affirmative.
Vehicle reporting. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. 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 Affirmative.
Not too many defenses on the island, it looks like.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Yes, sir.
Since we have
Affirmative.
these repaired.
Vehicle affirmative.
Let's start
Affirmative.
landing operations.
Acknowledged.
Building.
Acknowledged. 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 Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Unit ready. Building.
Okay, no
Affirmative.
more destroyers.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Building.
I didn't
Yes,
need
sir.
to sell those
Acknowledged.
tanks.
Repairing.
Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Vehicle reporting. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Unit repaired.
Acknowledged.
Repairing.
Yes, sir.
I thought I would need to build
Acknowledged.
like a huge fleet of submarines, but
Unit repaired.
doesn't seem to
Acknowledged.
be the case.
Awaiting orders. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Reporting. Acknowledged.
Unit ready. Building.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Reporting. Acknowledged. Reporting. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Comrade. Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Reporting. Acknowledged.
Unit ready. Building.
Okay, and save just in case I accidentally
Mission
destroy
saved.
the.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Chronosphere?
Waiting order. Acknowledged. Comrade, affirmative. Acknowledged. Yes, waiting order. Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Reporting.
Unit ready.
Awaiting orders. Affirmative. 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 Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. 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 Affirmative. 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 Acknowledged. Affirmative.
So it's like almost like a fortress.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Okay,
Acknowledged.
let's bring over the
Reporting.
infantry and
Very well.
engineers.
Agreed. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. 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 Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Reporting. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Awaiting orders. Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Very well. Reporting. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Waiting on
Nothing's coming
affirmative.
through there.
Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Engineering. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Okay, I'm just gonna
Affirmative.
check if there aren't any mines.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Oof.
Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Yeah, no mines.
Affirmative.
Reporting at once. Affirmative.
Oh, that's
Waiting
right, I'm
affirmative.
playing Soviet. The Allies don't have
Acknowledge.
anti-personnel
Affirmative.
mines.
Affirmative. At once. Awaiting orders. Affirmative. Reporting. Very well.
So far, so good.
Mission saved.
Affirmative. Engineering. Affirmative.
Low power. Mission
Yep.
accomplished.
That was fun. Alright. I will see you again next time. Oh. Well, we're not gonna do another mission now. I will see you again next time. Goodbye, and take care.